One thing's for sure, the tree just fell apart and crashed into the plaintiff's car. But why did it fall? Let's listen.
Look, folks, let me tell you how this works, in case you don't know, which I would hope that by the time you get here, you all have a little bit of working knowledge. There are things that are considered acts of God, and there are things that are not. When there is a windstorm, it's an act of God. But if you have a dead tree that falls down in a windstorm, then you're still responsible. So I don't know why you're quibbling with me on how windy it was, because it's pretty darn windy, okay? And I don't know why you're telling me, well, if there's wind, I'm in the clear, because that's not how it is either.
No.
I mean, you've had some problems with these trees. This is a tree that in February a year earlier had part of it had broken out. That's a dead tree.
It was.
Why wasn't that tree removed in February?
We didn't know about it, and it was on their property.
Wait, stop. In February of 2010,
I had no idea what had happened to their property.
Your city's so efficient that all that got cleaned up and you didn't know that half your tree was missing? Do you have eyes?
That's in the back of my property. I'm sorry. That's in the back of my property. That's not even in the front or anything.
Who's a red truck?
A friend of my son's.
This is the back of your house?
That's the back. I have a driveway that goes from the front of the house all the way to the back of the house to their street.
And you never drive your property length? You never go out the back to see that this happened?
No, I do all the landscaping, the trees.
Did you not know that half the tree was missing in February of 2010?
Is it half the tree?
Yes.
No, I did not, no. Because it's not a dying tree. There's nothing right
Are you kidding me? I'm looking at it. It's a dead tree. This tree needed to be removed then. Then I've got the pictures of it now in March, and it's a very dead tree. You're not doing a good job of the maintenance.
No.
You need to fire him.
It's trees.
Okay, this tree, folks, look, the tree I'm looking at there, that enormous long thing that has nothing else in it, is dead.
Can we see it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, now you have a landscape guy. Hi, I am writing this letter on behalf of Mr. Steve Peluso.
This is over their property. This is my property right here. This is over their property. I can't go over to their property.
Can I explain something to you? Because she doesn't know what...
Hold on. Let me first hear what you said and digest what you said. What is it you're saying?
The left is their property, where the tree is leaning over.
So you believe that they need to go 3 stories up to take out a limb on a tree that is dead on your property instead of you just taking the dead tree off your property?
But I can't go on their property.
Nobody wants you to cut that little limb off. That's not what they want. What they think is irresponsible is for you to have a dead tree on your property because things like this can happen.
Winter.
In fact, it already happened to that tree.
We didn't know.
One thing is when a limb is going over here onto their lawn, and they want you to keep up the limbs that God made because you did not decide where those limbs would go. Of course that's ridiculous. You do not, in your lawn maintenance, have to trespass on every neighbor's yard to cut the limbs from property line to skies that are growing over their yards. That's silly. That is every person is responsible for maintaining what is on their side. But you cannot possibly think that that can be interpreted by a responsible jurist to mean that when we take a tree that is dead, that half of it has already splintered off back in February of 2010, that there's no growth on it, and that coup de grace, Mike from Mike's Tree and Landscape Company
don't believe the spud,
says that they knocked on your door. Let's see. My company has cared for the trees at your address. The tree in question has been dead for several years. We have made the owner aware of the danger of not addressing the problem. According to you, Mike actually gave them a price to remove the tree. And how much was that?
We think it was about $50.
$50!
Wait a minute. They never approached me. They might have talked to my daughters. I have 2 daughters that live with me, too.
Did you ever talk to your daughters to find out if that happened?
How am I going to ask them if I didn't have no clue?
I mean, if somebody knocked on my door and told my daughters that tree's dead and it needs to be removed.
I wasn't home.
You weren't home when?
When they knocked on my door, I guess, because I wasn't told about it.
You know
$50, I wouldn't get $50 for that. Are you kidding me? I paid landscapers to do
it. You wouldn't pay $50 to remove a 3-story tree that's dead?
One thing's for sure, the judge isn't stumped. Will the plaintiff get nearly $2 grand? It's really on Rules next.